Here we go, y'all. Welcome to another edition of Wake and Pack People on a Monday morning. Back to work. TGIM, grinders out there should honor and value a Monday just like they do a Friday. You can't have your Fridays, all those days off, or whatever the hell y'all do, without the hard work through the beginning of the week. And that starts with getting up on Monday. So shout out to everybody out there, man. Um, Welcome to another edition of Wake and Pack. Um, let's see who in the building first. Let's see who in the building first. Yes, sir. Hey, miscellaneous. Hopefully, the lunch you enjoyed, you know, and seeing that your lunch, you're halfway there, bro. So go and get through the rest of your day, bro, and go ahead and catch the replay like you normally do. Replay gang is a real thing. Shout out to the whole replay gang, man. Shout out to everybody who support. Absolutely. And we're gonna get into that, Brandy. We're gonna get into that. My boy Niehoff in the building. Dave, what's up? Mississippi, what's up? Oh yeah, we yeah. This is it. This So we're gonna discuss because some people top five. Hey, last year we did pretty decent for a first year starter. You know what I'm saying? And yes, we getting after it right now. Shout out to TR. Shout out to TR. All right, so for me, listen, the defense is always, the talk of the town, right? Either it's this year because of the new Jeff Hafley thing, or if it was the past 3 years where, everybody wanted Joe Barry fired. The years before that with Pettin, and then the years before that with Capers, before we, you know, changed back from the 4-3, we finally back into the 4-3. So, the defense is always going to be a talk. And I don't know how many times on this channel, it's good to be optimistic, but, before the season, we've been saying or hoping or wishing, can we get a top 5 defense? Okay, so that remains to be seen, especially with a new defense. Now, just to answer that question, can we have a top 5 defense? Maybe so. Maybe in certain categories. You know what I'm saying? We'll just have to see where it goes. But I think I think that we have something more solidified or just more ready to go. And that is going to be our offense. So we're going to discuss that. Exchange and pleasantries. You already know we love to do that. Yes, sir. Shout out to Turtles. Turtles in the building. All right. So, yeah, man. For me, thing about this offense, first of all, we got the coaching to do it, right? I think Stenovich is I think he's should by now have earned all our respect as not just an offensive line type guy, bro. He was promoted to the offensive coordinator. Some may have thought like, oh, well, LaFleur's offensive coordinator. He's just promoting within. No, bro. Steno got skills, man. Steno got skills. So, he's one of the reasons. But I look at talent on the offensive side of the ball. I look at depth on the offensive side of the ball. I look at scheme on the offensive side of the ball. And I look at versatility on the offensive side of the ball. The weakest link, I would say, is the offensive line. And they're not weak because, we don't have the talent there. We just don't know who's going to be there yet, which is fine. But I think you could pick probably 2 sets of the best 5, and this offensive line should be able to operate and win games, man. Even if we come as is with the same offensive line as last year, even though we can't, not everybody's there, but we're just as talented. So, I would say for that to be the weak point on offense is kind of, might be encouraging because, a receiver ain't a weak spot, tight end ain't a weak spot. We could, which we probably will. It's football. We could probably deal with 2 injuries at wide receiver and still survive the year. We have before. We could probably deal with 1 to 2 injuries with the running back room. We could probably deal with 1 injury from the tight end room. But like, man, if health, if health just keeps us together, like if we stay healthy, I think the sky is the limit, bro. I think the sky is the limit for this offense. And again, just to compare, Mike McCarthy, that offense, well-oiled machine at the time, right? Last year, top offense. Here we go. All that shit. You know what I'm saying? CD Lamb, top receiver. They got guys, defense decent and all that. Dak Prescott, damn near MVP year, and had one of the best statistical years in his career. And Jordan Love rivaled that in his first year, bro. In this offense starting. You can't ignore that. We can't ignore that. Oh, absolutely. And we've heard of that, you know. And hello, what did the head man say? The guys are gonna love him. I don't forget what he said when he introduced Hafley. The three things that got me was he's a good teacher. The guys are gonna love him, and just good communication skills with his staff and all that. So yes, we got a guy in Hafley, and they ought to love him. You know what I'm saying? And again, may have had some people in this chat. Again, man, nobody wants to get burnt. Doesn't feel to get burnt. Doesn't feel good to get burnt. But if there was anybody that was going to get burnt in last year's defense, it would be a Keyshawn Nixon, a guy who was playing that position for the first time in his career, a guy who was under the guidance and tutelage of a Joe Barry-led defense. I think he deserves another shot. Again, we got all these rookies, very talented guys. We just got X, but we got our boy Anthony Johnson Jr. in there taking the bulk of the defensive snaps. Don't know if it's an experience thing or if he just really did some shit, came back to camp looking good, or did some shit that screamed off of the practice squad from what they've been doing to Hafley, bro. Hafley ain't just randomly, oh, Anthony Johnson Jr., let's try you. No, he done something to, for them to have faith to be putting him in certain situations too. So, well, it depends, on set, organization, how they doing shit. Sometimes the OC is just a de facto of the head coach. If you have a head coach that's offensive orientated, some OCs, if you got like a defensive orientated coach, some OCs have a bigger role, and the defensive coach, which is the head coach, may give suggestions. So I mean, they can all do different things. They can all do different things on any different kind of team. OC, they could be the guy, like, again, or you can have a coach who just surveys the whole team. He might have an expertise in, more like a Dungy, like he's just a manager of everything, and he lets his OC be a OC and DC be a DC, and that's really coordinate the whole thing. But this time, it's a mixture. It's a joint effort of Matt LaFleur and Adam Stenovich. So, it all depends, man. It really all depends. So, but I mean, sometimes they could be the play caller. Sometimes they could actually be the ones to set up the game plan. Quality control. Those coach comes in, gives the OCA. This is what this defense likes to do. On a week by week basis. It's different in every building. It is literally different in every building. You got some OCs who just listen. I got the playbook. I'm calling the plays. I'll come up with the scheme to whatever particular opponent. You got some who the head coach brings down to them, hey, this is what I need to be done. It can go many different ways. That's very OC and DC, it's different. It depends on the structure of the whole team. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to Patrice Goldberg, man. Go Pack. And yeah, I mean, he ought to come back. He ain't been there since WrestleMania. Again, he's taking some time off. He got a leukemia deal. We don't know how that goes. He's on medication every day. But yes, I've seen he's been in the gym and really been working out with top tier guys. And yeah, Roman Reigns will be back to take back the head of the table. I see what they building up, and I like it. I just really want to love to see how Jacob Fatu is going to fit into all this. But yeah, shout out to Patrice. I really think they can too. And we've actually done it before. Obviously, it was Nathaniel Hackett in there. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing. What did Nathaniel Hackett do? He pretty much, he handled the whole deal, bro. He handled the whole deal. I'm sure, you know, the play calling is Matt LaFleur's, but I'm sure the way they did it, because to my knowledge, I'm about to say Stenovich, Hackett, he'll come in with the whole pamphlet, Monday or Tuesday, show a whole PowerPoint presentation of like what needs to be done. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it can vary about the OC, just like TR mentioned. Yeah, each job on different team could be different, bro. Some offensive coordinators, probably just give suggestions. It really depends. That's another thing. Um, the unknown on offense. There's still an unknown. It seemed like last year, and it still worked. We kind of was like throwing shit against the wall and see what sticks. Not really, but due to injury, it was kind of like that, right? Oh shit, he's out. Well, damn. Let's try Malik Heath. Oh, well, damn, he's out. Bo Melton. Let's see what we could do. Uh, early in the year, wasn't getting a whole lot of snaps, but then Wicks got open when we gave him an opportunity. Let's give him a bigger opportunity. He never looked back. Romeo, we ain't even got to talk about him. Christian Watson, injury is an issue. That's all we need to worry about with Christian is him staying on the field. But can we be a top 5 offense? I highly believe so with injuries. With but if everything is hitting on all cylinders, it's going to be pretty unfair. But, we just have to pray for health, pray for good health for that to happen. But I see no way that if you got all these guys lined up out there, each in every way, what did I say? I said talent, depth, scheme, versatility. You feel me? And I call the O-line the weakest link probably just because we just, that's probably the only thing we're not sure of. We know who the fuck the tight end's gonna be. We know who the fuck the receiver's gonna be. We know who the fuck the running back's gonna be. Quarterback, obviously. So, we got Elton and we got Zach Tom. I think you could throw Rasheed Walker as a guarantee in there. So got 3 guys who we know for sure, and then we just got to see who's going to be the best 2 that they plug and play. This may be a process too. We were in the middle of last year. Josh Nijman and Rasheed Walker mixing snaps. This thing can be a continued thing throughout the year. And I really have faith in Stenovich to do that. And another thing, OC, sometimes offensive coordinators could just handle the running game portion of things. There's so much, it depends on the organization. I don't want to not answer your question, TR, but it should be different on every team. There's 3 kind of different positions offensive coordinators could play. Just strictly the play caller. You feel me? Head coach could say, hey, this is what we need to do to beat this team. This third down, this, that, and then the offense coordinator gets his play together. Or, they can just handle the run game. And or, you gotta think Stenovich still got his paws on the offensive line. So yeah, that playbook gonna get opened up, bro. It's gonna get opened up. Why? Because he actually has a better idea of what he's dealing with now. Last year was his first time with a lot of these guys, first time with Jay Love. Give the man credit. Give Matt LaFleur credit, bro. From the day he stepped in, I don't know who could have done a better job. We've seen a guy who should be better prepared than the Josh McDaniels, who's been under the tutelage of Belichick, who went and got a head coaching job and got fired, went back to a coordinator, and then went back to another head coaching job. You would think that he would be in a better position than Matt LaFleur, but no. Ever since Matt LaFleur stepped his foot in the door, had to deal with the Rodgers nonsense, then he won with Rodgers, got him a couple MVPs, 13-3 3 years in a row. Nobody's ever done that. Playoff berths, playoff victories, playoff losses, man. We ain't going there with Matt yet. How many times did Big Red Andy Reid go to the, almost make the promised land, just lose? Bro, you remember those scars, bro. We're going to see a different Matt LaFleur in this next playoffs coming up. And we seen a different one this past one. Not so bad. Not so bad. Wasn't his fault. Love did what he did, you know what I'm saying? Certain times. So I got full faith in LaFleur, and I think it's going to get better, bro. And I think it's about time he starts getting recognized. You know what I'm saying? It's coach of the year type shit. Seriously. Seriously, should have been. You know what I'm saying? But for you to do this with Aaron, and then you do it with Jordan, and then throughout those seasons, a lot of adversity times you could have tucked your tail. Well, we got to win 7 of the last 8, shit like that. You sat through it. It was the leader of men. Nobody called you out and blamed you for it. Y'all know. Josh McDaniels, the guy we was just talking about, he said, "Okay, team, file your grievances against me." He said everybody tore. They said everybody tore his ass apart. I believe Matt LaFleur could say that, and he won't hear too much because he's a good coach, bro. Hey, shout out to Von Lee, man. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, that's a must. That's a must. That's a must. And you know what? I don't even want to talk this way, but I always say this. I'd rather win the last game, right? Okay. We do play them in the regular season. Relatively early. I don't even remember. But that's a team. It looks like we're gonna play twice, bro. I'd rather win the second one. Now I'd rather win them both, obviously, in a selfish world. But if we lose the first one in order to figure out a couple more of the things that we need to figure out to beat them when it really matters, I'm with it. And I would love to go over there and do it, bro. I want revenge with them. One of the rare teams that I kind of like, that we kind of just don't have anything to say to. We got our say so with the Bears, obviously, Lions, Seattle, Rams. Like we got a lot of NFC guys, NFC teams numbers out there, but this is the only one. So fuck yeah, I want to get it. But I want to get it when it hurts, bro. You know what I'm saying? Regular season, if we win that one, whoop de doo, okay, cool. We'll move on to the next week. But I want to fucking beat them where it hurts. So definitely. And you got to credit that to LaFleur too. A lot of his sets are condensed. They all tight in close. It all looks the same, but when the play's called, they all do different shit. A little movement in the backfield. So yeah, that helps, man. His scheme helps. Oh yeah, shout out to Von Lee, everybody. Von Lee in the building, man. Von Lee is in the building. Go Pack for sure. Hey, shout out to Patrice also for sure. Absolutely, Brandy. I don't think anybody could have said it any better, bro. We know the pass pro is going to be good. That's just, but the running game, not just the running game, specifically, Brandy said at the second level, you know, keep on working. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we've seen it a couple times, hey, O line is blocking, right? Everybody seems to be covered, and you got one guy just doing this. Hell no, you know. Go to the second level, man. Go find a linebacker, take him out. Go get a safety, take him out. So yes, definitely, yes, indeed, and different kind of running attack. Again, Josh Jacobs is not Aaron Jones. Similarities, yeah, similarities in numbers, yeah, but they are two different kind of runners, bro. So that might help us out. It ain't like Josh Jacobs is used to dealing with the best running offensive lines anyway, right? They ain't had no top tier offensive lines in Vegas, and this guy still managed to do what he did, which was magnificent, but putting up numbers every year. That's a definite. That's a definite. And Jordan Love just alluded to her. He said, y'all heard him like not too long ago say, I'd rather. I mean, he didn't say he'd rather not have a number one wide receiver, but he pretty much said like it's better without one. Whoever gets open, and that's how it should be. Number one receiver kind of thing. It just took over as I think it's kind of fool's gold, kind of false hope. Because again, man, I forgot the stat. I used to follow it, but like Super Bowl winning teams with an actual number one wide receiver, like it rarely happens. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Kansas City, who they number one? I don't know. You feel me? Um, yeah, it's just can you use it? Yes. But some of those dudes at that position are overpaid too, bro. We're gonna see exactly, you know. And hey, Dave, they said the Bears got the best receiving core in the league, so they say the Bears got a better one than us. So I mean, yeah, I don't know how you see this as fun, TR, because every time we see Royce, he's ready to receive. And I don't mean that. Never mind. But yeah, for depth, TR for depth. I mean, for depth. I mean, that's all I see for depth, which is fine. But you know, if Sean Ryan comes like he's supposed to, and then you got Monk. You know, could probably be. You know, somebody gets hurt, he's in there. You know, hey, he might be the last one in there. But with the list that Brandy showed us of all the units, he'll have to go, bro. Shit, Brandy, we got 10 more players to get rid of. We got to finish that. You can't just put it up and say you got 64. No, Brandy, we need 53. We need to cut some people, Brandy. And I think Royce would be one of those guys. Hey, I tried. Hey, TR said let's have some fun. So I had fun. So I said for depth, but Dave, like, nah, I ain't having it. Yeah, we've seen this too many times. We've seen this story too many times. Yeah. So again, for depth, Brandy and TR, I don't see no other way. No other way. I mean, he ain't gonna play no other position. So he's definitely right guard. And so yeah, backup right guard. But again, watch out for Monk. Watch out for Jordan Morgan. Morgan's been all over the place. He's played everything except center. You can't, hey, they are literally going with their best five. Shout out to Milto. You already know he will find you. Constant reminder, hit that like button. Hey, anybody watching the replay, hit the like button. For sure. Absolutely. And you could just tell way he walk around the building. You know, way he talked to the reporters, which I love. I knew you was gonna say that. Hey, he's out there. Hey, LaFleur is a goon, man. He's a player's coach, a coach's coach. Like he's the man, bro. Great selection. Even when it came to Murphy and Gutekunst talking, you know, they interviewed Josh McDaniels. They interviewed a couple other people. They just looked at each other after LaFleur like, I don't know, but he's the guy. Like when you just got that, I don't know. It's just like, you know, it's a good I don't. It's like we can't really pinpoint it, but we really like this guy. And that's what it seemed like. And I'm just so happy that they made that decision. Remember, it was just last year. A lot of Packer fans were saying, fire LaFleur. Goop got to go. You know, so that's why I'm happy that these guys are being successful. And, you know, yes, bro, we're not satisfied. Yes, we know we want to bring the Lombardi home. Hey, I don't think we've been as close as this in a while. And I'm talking about even with Aaron. You know, again, with Aaron, you got him, you always got a chance. Yes, we love that. But this time, we actually got a chance elsewhere around the quarterback position. Hey, all J Love got to do is do it again. He can come with the same exact stats as last year. Come back in here, do the same thing, and we'll be good. But don't expect him to do that. Expect him to get better. Expect him to learn. All we hear throughout the whole summer, even toward the you know, even soon as we lost that game, all we hear is this team's energy. It just feel like they got something to prove. Keyshawn said it. He said we feel like we got bounced out early. We were better than the other team. Whatever he said, you feel me? Absolutely. I mean, listen, nobody gonna turn down the likes of a CD Lamb. Do we need him? Absolutely not. Just like Dave said, you know, we got one of the best receiving cores in the league. But you can never turn that down. I mean, you know, I'll be fully accepting that shit. More so, shit, I'd rather get Micah Parsons, although you know they're gonna pay him to bag the bag. But uh, you know, CD Lamb is just as big of a star. But nah, man. I mean, you know, Jerry gonna take care of that. Or Jones ran out of bounds. Um, yeah, I couldn't even like put my stamp on it, you know, because listen, what I'm not gonna do, because you know, after the playoff game or even after the playoffs, you know, I was thankful for Aaron Jones, and I was like, that dude is really one of the best running backs in the league. So I can't act like that. even though he over there wearing that purple shit. And I ain't even gonna say, I'm not entirely sure, especially like with game speed, like who's faster. But again, can't nothing Aaron Jones do that Josh Jacobs can't. So I will put it that way. But Aaron Jones is a hell of a player, bro. It's fast, especially when he's, don't have any injuries to deal with. So yeah, but I would say Josh has obviously more time left to play, and I will obviously say Josh is more durable. Hey man, iron sharpens iron. Continue to get better. Best five. Hey, competition can come in from anywhere. Same like Halfley says. So hey, why not? Why not? Why not? Yeah, definitely a youth movement. You can't say it's not. We are the youngest ever, right? So yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. Yes. And then we did earlier in the year, but probably at some point we will probably go all the way in depth of these new rules. I'm sure some people's not sure about it. I had a good idea about it when I talked about it on here because I just had read the article, but I done forgot about all the rules, what's going on. I just know that can nobody move into the kicker kicks the ball, so that helps the receiving team. A couple other details I forgot, so we would have to look for sure. Shout out to Otis, man. Shout out to Otis, man. Go pack. Go pack. So yeah, man. That's what I got on the floor, bro. In the offense, man. I still think it's unscouted. There is. It ain't no. I still think there is still unscouted looks with certain lineups in this offense, bro. I look at the San Francisco game from last year. It's like, man, I think he could have used Christian Watson a little more. We don't know how Christian Watson was feeling. We don't know if he was on the snap count. They say he wasn't, but sometimes in the game plan, especially a game like that, you get in your shit, you get lost in the sauce a little bit. But I really felt that he could have helped us out a little more. I seen him on the bench a little too much for my liking. You know what I'm saying? So don't think that's gonna be the case this year. Bro seemed healthy. Everything seems fine. And then again, all these receivers rotating, hopefully is a less of an injury. Time for somebody to get injured. Oh yeah, well, we could be so versatile with it. You know what I'm saying? We could definitely run it, get the first down with the guys we got for sure, and that's gonna be a threat. But then if that run is such a threat, what would happen if you hit them with a play action? First of all, the play don't work out, cool. We got 3rd and 2 to go for it. So 2nd and 2 is a dangerous spot. Sometimes people just try to go get the first. Sometimes people will go for the neck. So we got a lot of options on 2nd and short. Play action is one of them. Hit them over the top of the head or hit them over the middle to one of the tight ends for sure. Just again, so that's a part of the versatility and scheme that I said, Brandy, about this team, bro. And then again, let's I already gave Stenovich his credit, but it is known now that, Matt LaFleur is offensive genius, offensive guru, bro. You got to put him up there with his boys, with Sean McVay, with the guy, the Bengals head coach, whoever else from this little tree, I'm forget, Shanahan, you got to put him up there. Shit, Shanahan ain't won no ring. All he been doing is losing rings. Atlanta, now here a couple times. So, hey, but as far as play calling, and now you starting to see LaFleur can actually get a fucking, he wasn't like, this is probably crazy to say. The first year, you're probably going to see the LaFleur offense in its full capacity, maybe. Why? Because the install's already in and they know what they know from last year. Now Matt can just start throwing in his freaky shit. You know what I'm saying? He got some shit out there that he couldn't run. We didn't have the personnel to do so. His offense was different when Swerve Irvin was around, wasn't it? Well, we ain't got a guy like that no more. You got to change it up a little bit. Now we kind of got a guy who can do that in Marshawn Lynch. So, like, man, y'all, He gonna open this thing up, bro, and then hopefully have two healthy tight ends for a long period of time. Got to get that together too. But even with one of the tight ends, whether it's just Tucker alone or Musgrave alone, he both used them the proper way where they were able to excel and contribute to the game. Yeah, because we haven't seen it before. You know what I'm saying? And it seemed like it was so hard for Aaron and them to do some of the things that Jordan Love just seemed to do so easy this year. You know what I'm saying? To the point where I'm like, well, shit, you may as well gave Love the keys a year earlier. You hear me? But nah, it is what it is. That's the way it worked out. We gave Aaron a chance. We gave him a real good chance, bro. To the point where they said we was trying to bring him back. He wasn't answering the phone or whatever. But hey, I'm glad whatever happened happened. Definitely, definitely. And I mean, since when though? I ain't gonna lie. I think we spoiled as Packers fans as far as the past few years for prime time games, all that. Aaron Rodgers. We was gonna get 9 or 8 prime time games. And then last year it seemed like we got quite a few too. Not scheduled as many, but toward the certain times of the year, it's like, oh shit, Packers popping. Let's put them in Detroit on TV instead. Let's put this in this. Not like the Thanksgiving, of course, they're gonna be on TV. But I'm just saying, we seem to get a lot of love on a national TV deal, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, man, we definitely are respected, and now we got the target on our back. We do. Oh yeah, I mean, again, he had one of the most historic back half seasons from week 11 on. Those numbers he did was just ridiculous. Yeah, do not have to be pass heavy. You're right about that. We get it in. We definitely gonna get ours in because of the talented receivers we got out there. But yeah, it ain't gotta be oh, let's go spread it around. We ain't ever gotta go spread it around. Hey, we'll run the ball. We need a third down conversion. J Love can do it. You know what I'm saying? We'll probably take a shot sometimes on second and short, possibly even first down. But I think it's got to be a really, really healthy balance. Really healthy balance. Oh yes, and to me, Reed and Melton are the best with the moving and the shifting in the backfield. I mean, we see Christian do it; he does it good. We see Romeo do it; he does it good. But when Reed and Melton is back there, you just see the speed and the threat that man, one of these guys might get the ball. Normally all that running in the back and shit, some people don't even get the ball. With us, you got to think like, damn, one of these motherfuckers might actually get the ball, bro. So Marshawn Lloyd gonna be in that same kind of deal, bro. You're gonna see him running back and forward, and man, it's gonna be crazy, bro. Again, like I said, give good health. I really don't see how something's gonna stop us. And I know you guys heard, and it's a good thing, right, for the defense. But I know you heard most of the time, like in the OTAs and shit, the defense was winning. First, again, you guys, it's just in shorts. It's fine. Secondly, this is new shit. Love ain't seen it. He ain't seen this shit yet. You know what I'm saying? So, that's a little adjustment period. But I guarantee you guys, once the pads come on and it's time, it's go time, the offense is gonna be, we'll see a little bit on family night, but the offense it should be I don't even want to say well ahead of the defense. We don't know what we're gonna get from the defense, but I'm just saying don't be alarmed about, hearing all those stories where the defense was like winning certain reps in the past couple of weeks in OTAs. Just take that with a grain of salt. Yes. And listen, Brandy, quiet is kept. So can fucking Romeo. And so can Jayden Reed. So can Wicks. All in a little different way, but we seen them all on a deep route. You know, hey, I'll throw all of them in there, Brandy. Seriously, I ain't even trying to be biased or nothing like that. Our guys can go, bro. So any given time, it's just any given time, man. Romeo could run a 9 route. You feel me? We all know Christian Watson can. You know, we all know Bo Melton has that 4.3 speed. So of course they can. But hey, Jaden Reed can too, bro. Yes, he can. I mean, some not as consistent, right? And that's not their main thing that they could do, but they are capable of doing it. No, that ain't Romeo's main thing, the deep ball, but he can definitely do it. We seen him do it. We seen Reed with the deep ball. But you know, as far as experts, yeah, Melton and Watson, I think they top tier on our team as far as, you know, hey, deep player, deep threat, you know. Speed has a lot to do with it. Okay, and that's good. You know, and then maybe that's why it's a slow start, bro. You know, take it, man. Love is still hasn't seen it all yet, and this is probably something he hasn't seen. Similar to San Francisco, so that's gonna help us too. All the practicing against this type team, and then even probably the you know, the practice squad team is gonna be a little better too, imitating the Niners because this is just what we really run now. So, but yeah, they the big bully on the block that we got to take out. Oh, it definitely has been upgraded. It definitely has been upgraded. I can't lie. Even to the point where, first of all, just by itself, just an even trade of Jacobs and Aaron Jones, I feel is an upgrade for us. But you know, you want to bring it's just not bringing AJ back. It's bringing back a slimmer, trimmer, more motivated, more desperate AJ Dillon back, you know, and leader of the locker room, AJ Dillon back. Going to help out Marshawn Lloyd and Josh Jacobs, AJ Dillon back. And then, of course, Marshawn Lloyd. We haven't had anything like him in a while, right? He's different in his own right too. You know, he's an all round back, but you know he's just different. He's kind of like a unicorn. Hey, listen, I totally believe it, and I seen something similar to that. I seen something like that. So again, man, this is gonna be fun, and it's gonna be crazy, and I will put my stamp on it. I think we can have a top five offense for sure. You know, defense will work on it, but we can definitely have a top five offense, man. But yeah, appreciate y'all, you know, for y'all input and you know, on talk about this subject matter today though. So, but you know, like it is. It's Monday, time to go get to work. I gotta go grind up, y'all. I'll see some of y'all later. I really appreciate all y'all. Everybody have a good day. Shout out. Absolutely. 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 And then again, just know people gonna get banged up a little bit. It might be, you know, people gonna miss games. People gonna miss games. I mean, he's already there. So is he coming back? I'm not sure. Nor do I care. But shout out to David, man. Shout out to Milto. That's Niehoff, man. Shout out to Brandy Lewis. Thank you. Shout out to Turtles, man. Shout out to Otis. Shout out to TR coming through. Shout out to Patrice Goldberg coming through. Shout out to Milto. Shout out to Miscellaneous. If I forgot about you, I didn't forget about you. Shout out to Von Lee. Shout out to G-Pack. Turtles. Yeah. And then we're gonna get out of here, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Hey, we'll be back tomorrow. But hey, everybody's Monday. Let's get on the grind.